Hey there guys, Jeff with Tundra Chronicles. Today we are going to fix a problem I've had with my fog lights. I'm going to replace them with these Diode Dynamics fog light pods, and they actually make a great little kit here that is all plug and play. So you have these right here that will plug right into the factory wiring harness, and they plug right into the pod. And then these are the brackets that go right onto the factory brackets for the Tundra, and you got a couple of extra parts here. This here's what they look like. These things are really nice, completely enclosed and anodized black. These are going to be the white. They also make a yellow color, and you can change these out also if you don't like this. Eventually you could take this apart, change this out, and make it yellow if you want to. And when it's plug and play, there's the plug. Whole thing plugs right in. So what I'm going to do, and the reason I'm doing this is because if you come on over here, as you can see, there's water getting into the fog light housing. And so at first I thought, well, I'll just take it out and I'll dry it out and stuff like that. And then I thought, screw it, I'll just replace it with something better. So that's what I'm going to do. And both of them are that way. See that? I don't know why that happened. I did change out the light to an LED, and that's probably why maybe the seal's not as good, but I hadn't noticed it before. But anyway, so I just thought, well, heck with it. I'm just going to change it out to something better. It's going to be completely enclosed, and hopefully it'll be better. And Diode Dynamics makes some great stuff, so I'm going to be happy with that. And that's what they look like. So I've already taken apart this side. All you have to do is take out this panel right here. That's behind the truck, behind the mud flap here. And you just take that part out, and then you can get right to the housing right there. So it's really easy. There's just like 4 bolts that come out, and then one little piece over here, just a little thing that pops out. Anyway, so you'd see it, and the whole thing comes right out, and you can get to it. There you go. So I'm going to replace it, and I'll show you what it looks like. Here, this is what the other side looks like without the panel taken out yet. See, just the panel sitting there. So that's what you have to take out. You've got 2 bolts here. You got a couple down below. And then this thing right here, you got to take that out right there. That just pops out with a little, small little screwdriver. You can pop that thing out. It's real easy. And then this panel comes right off, and then you can get to the other housing. So I'll show you what that looks like here in a minute. That's what that stuff is. Those are just a couple of tools. Those are the tools that you need. Super easy. And I'm going to replace that whole entire thing with one of these, with this set here. So when I'm all done, I'll show you what it looks like. It's going to be should be a good project. Okay guys, I took one of the pods out, so this is what it looks like. It comes out just like this, and it is really easy to take out. In actuality, there's only one screw that holds it in, which is going to be this one right here. And these 2 tabs back here just pop right into a little retainer, and you just do this. This thing goes right into the little slots. Both of these do. One screw, whole entire thing is right there, and it's installed. And this is how the bracket goes on to the new pod, and it just sits there just like that, and it does the same thing. These go right into the retainers, and then you have one screw right here, what have you. Now there are 2 screws and some bolts you have to put in right here and over here, and you can adjust it. So you kind of put it in to see how you like it, and then you can tighten it all up. How that goes is just like this. It's super easy. Take this other one out, and right here is where the bolts go out of the kit here. Bolts go right into here, and then and you can see them right here. See, the bolts go right into that slot with the Teflon going towards the inside of the pod here. And then you have a little hex screw and a washer that goes on the outside, and the whole thing comes together. Really nice. Super easy, and really nice quality stuff. I really like Diode Dynamics. These guys do a great job. So it's real easy to put together. So here's the other one here. This will go towards the top. This whole thing slides on like that. Flip it over. Oh, where's that? Right here. So then you have the hole. So the bolt will go right in there. And you have one screw and a washer that pops right in, and you screw it all together. and your other one is ready to go. This is supposed to be the bottom, I guess. This should be the bottom according to the instructions. Right here are the instructions. So you have this little screw bolt, this whole little setup right here. And then you see this here, are the instructions. Anyway, so this is the old pod. And as you can see, the thing was all wet inside and stuff like that. So I'm glad to take that thing out. And man, this thing is really nice. I'm going to be looking forward to this. This is going to be a real nice upgrade for the fog lights for the truck. And again, all plug and play. These right here, plug right into the wiring harness, and then plug right into the pod. And that's it. Super easy. This is a real nice project, easy to do, and it's a great improvement for your lighting, especially if you want to try to go all to LED, which is what I'm doing. I'm going to all LED stuff here for all the lighting on the truck. And this is how it goes. So this is all comes in a kit from Diode Dynamics, and I'll leave a link in the description for it. They didn't send me this or anything. I've used a couple of their other things on my FJ, and they worked out great. I found these, and I really like the fact that they are just plug and play with these harnesses. So I'm going to give them a try, and I'm sure that they'll be as great a quality as all the rest of the stuff that I've bought from them. So this isn't an advertisement for them. This is just me saying this is what I'm using, and I've always been impressed with their stuff. So I'll show you what it looks like when we're all done. Okay, everybody, here you go. So I'll just show you quickly how you put this thing together. So you've got 2 washers, 2 nuts, and 2 screws here. So you grab a nut. You want to have the Teflon on the outside. You got this little slot right here. Plop it right in. See, it just sits right in there like that. You want to do the same thing on the other side. Just like, so you're going to have it like that. Put that thing right on in there. It sits down there just like that. Okay, so you've got the bolts in. And the Teflon goes towards the inside. This thing will go on. So this is your bracket. So go right on the outside here, and this, if you look at this bracket here goes, the top part goes on the longer part up here. Those things just fell out. So don't do what I just did. So this will pop right in. Theoretically, there we go. This will go in just like that. Bracket. You're going to have a screw and a washer screwed right on in there. It'll find the nut. Okay, that's one side. And we'll do the other side. Put that one in over here. Find the nut, screw it on in, easy enough. Okay, so you want to leave this loose initially. So I did the first one, this is what I found on the second one. You want to leave this loose initially so you can go and test fit it. And the way things are going to go in is probably, I do believe, like that. Okay, so let's go out here and see. So as we go in, so I've got the first one in, I put this whole thing back together, and this is what it looks like all done. Looks good. And what you want is a little bit of a gap. So I've taken this one out, as you can see here. All right, so you take this and you put it in. Let's find the little tabs to go in. There we go. All right. So when you test fit, what you want to do is see how much of a gap there is. I don't know if you can see that or not. What you don't want is the thing way up there like that. You want it to have a little bit of a gap. So you make adjustments with the nuts until you get that gap right, and then then you can just button the whole thing up and you're all said and done. One screw, plug it in, boom, we're done. I'll show you what that looks like when we're all done. Just make sure you have a little bit of a gap. You don't want the thing right up against it. That's what the instructions said. So it just takes a little bit of just messing around with it for a couple seconds and you should be good. All right, so I got it installed. You can see that there's a little bit of a gap here. So you just want to work with it. That the bracket will adjust. So you just kind of move that around until you get the little bit of a gap there, and then you put the one screw in and you're done. This is what it looks like from the back. And I just have the wire coming on through, and it sits right there, plugs in up there. So it's really nice install. You can see that there. There's the screw. You can see the tabs there on the other side. So it's real easy, and they make it so nice with that bracket. I tell you what, that bracket is a lifesaver. And the fact that they have this pigtail here, that just plugs right into the unit and then plugs right into your factory wiring harness. Boom, and you're done. I mean, it is just that easy. Super nice product. Looks good here, as you can see there. And then, as you move back, just gives it kind of a cool little look. And I'll turn the lights on here in a minute. I'll show you what they look like once I button up the other side. Alrighty guys, so the job is done. I've buttoned everything up and we're set. This is what the truck looks like now. You can see what it would look like. Well, you'd just look at a regular Tundra and you'd see what it looked like with the regular pods in there. I like the look of it. It looks kind of cool. Has a little bit of a different dimension to it. I'll turn the lights on here and show you what they look like. So we turn them on, and you got that. They're nice and bright. They look good. You can kind of see how there's just a little bit of a, there's 4 lights in there actually, I think. But beam is good. Light up nice and bright. And yeah, so I'm happy with that. I think they look good. It gives the front of the truck a little bit of a different look to it, so I like that. Just kind of stands out a little bit, but still all factory looking, which is what I like. It's not weird looking with big pods sticking out of it, stuff like that, which I'm not a huge fan of. Anyway, so that's what it looks like. We're all done, and we'll see you on the next one. If you have questions, let me know. Have a great day, guys. See ya.